Welcome back everyone to Art a la Carte, and in this episode I'm going to show you how to draw Jasmine from Disney's Aladdin. I've done several videos on how to draw the human face in kind of a cartoon form, so for a little bit more in-depth information on how to draw eyes, lips, and even the construction of a head, go ahead and check out these videos, and I'll put the links right here and in the description box below. So for Jasmine, I'm going to start off with a circle shape for her, the main part of her head. So once you have this circle shape right here, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line down the center. This is going to cut the face in half, so one eye will be on this side, one eye will be on this side. Now just like I showed you in my video on how to draw a cartoon female head, we started off with just this really great circle shape. And right here about the base of this, where this line ends and the bottom of the circle is roughly around where the nose is. So her head's going to be kind of turned a little bit to the side. So I'm going to come down the side of her face, and this is where her cheekbones kind of come out just a little bit. So I have her cheekbones, and then they kind of come down towards her chin, just very softly. Same thing over on this side. And they're going to come down, it's not going to come down to a sharp point, just a really nice smooth out chin. So now we're going to go and put our eyes in. I'm going to actually just block them in first. I'm going to put in a circle shape here and a circle shape right up here. It's going to be up kind of in the circle, and the nose will be down at the bottom of the circle. And again, because she's not straight up and down, she's kind of got her head tilted to one side. This angle here is going to be a little bit, this line here is going to be a little bit angled. I'm going to follow this. She has this really great nose. There's this really nice swoop to it. Very pretty. So I'll give her. And the fun thing about her eyebrows is she has these beautiful, nice, thick, bold, very expression. These eyebrows that are just filled with great, great expression. So let's work on her eyes. Now, her eyes are kind of an almond shape. So I'm going to find the tear duct in the side and the edge of her eye up in the corner, and you're going to see it's this really nice diagonal. So it's not straight across, it's a diagonal. And I'm going to bring this up, not a straight line, I'm going to curve it up kind of almond-like. When I get done, this will be very, kind of looks like an almond shape. And then this one is going to come a little bit fuller and up. So this one's a little bit more subtle, where this one really has a deep pull this way. Just thicken out her eyelashes, which she doesn't have tons of little individual eyelashes. She has just kind of a really great cat eye, where her eyelashes just kind of group together at the end and just kind of come out to a really nice point. She does have just a little bit of an eyelid itself. So bring the eyelid in there, and then go ahead and put in her iris and pupil. And you'll notice when I'm drawing this, I kind of tuck a little bit of that circle underneath the eyelid. That just adds a little bit more dimension to the eye. Before I put in the pupil, I'm going to go ahead and put my shine circle in there so I know I won't cover that up. And then I'll put in my pupil inside there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Start here with a point, and this one's a little bit subtler. This one's going to be just pulled down and up a little bit more. Get her eyelashes in there, and put in her iris. And her eyelid. There. Alright, so let's look at her mouth. She has a very full-lipped mouth. I'm going to draw the inside of her mouth first, the bottom of her top lip and the top of her bottom lip, if that sounds confusing. And again, for this one, you can check out my drawing mouth video. That'll kind of help you out a little bit. But I'm going to get this shape first. You want the opening of her mouth to be the way you want it first before you start building the lips around it. Basically what you're doing is you're drawing her mouth without lips, just that lip line. And I want her mouth open just a little bit. So once I have that shape the way I want it, then I can begin building her lips. So I'm going to go ahead and build her bottom lip down here. Make it a little bit fuller at the bottom, coming up to the corners. She has a really nice Cupid's bow. corners of her mouth. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and work on her bangs. And you want to just follow this line straight up, so right between her eyebrows, just up a little bit. Her bangs just kind of come down and frame her face. They just come swooping over. Just like so. And then they fold down and around her head. Just like so. Now she's got some nice earrings, and we'll put those on in a little bit here. Not too much, it's just going to kind of come down just like that. Then she has at the top of her bangs there, just kind of come up and then wrap around her head. And then she has the top of her head, which I'm going to go up a little bit higher than this circle because I want to put a little bit of volume to her hair. So you'll see I went up above this basic circle here. Otherwise she would look like she had really flat hair. Alright, so let's get into some of the ornaments that are on her. First, she's got this really cool headdress. She has this jewel, so I'm going to start off with a circle. And I'm going to put a circle inside that circle. And you'll notice that I'll leave it a little bit thicker down here and thinner up there, and that's just going to add a little bit of dimension. And I'll put a little bit of a shine there. And then the ribbon that holds that kind of will tuck in behind her hair. Then she has these great kind of rounded triangle earrings. And go ahead and don't be afraid to pull those down in front of her face a little bit. Overlap that just a bit. And then this one down here is tucked in behind her head and coming out. So now we need to put her neck in here a little bit. So I'm going to put her neck and then her shoulders. And she has this really cool kind of bangled necklace. This necklace would be really heavy. I'll put a little bit more shape to her hair there. And then her hair, she has these really cool little gatherings. So she has her band there, and then it poofs out again and bands again as we get it down a little bit further. But let's work on her top part of her outfit. So we have her chest coming here, and then we're going to have this little sweetheart neckline. So just kind of think of it as like a top of a heart. So it comes down and up, and then kind of goes into these sleeves. And the sleeves kind of, you have the edge come down, and the sleeve kind of comes in a little bit further and wraps around. So you see a little bit of her arm coming up there. And the other side there. So we have her sketched in with the pencil and got everything in place. So now I'm going to go back in with my micron, and I'm going to go ahead and darken in my lines so we can add some color. Alright, so let's add some color to this. I'm going to use my watercolor to do that. I finished coloring her, and I'm just going to add a few more touch-ups, and I'm going to use a white gel pen for that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to really just tap in the shine in her eyes so that's a little bit brighter. I'm also going to tap in a little bit around her jewel to shine that up a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is very carefully, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of a white outline right along her hairline where the black kind of matches up. And then also right by her eyelash to pop those things out a little bit. So it just kind of comes down and in, so you can just see those lines that get covered up when you painted all of the same color as black. And there we go. We have our Jasmine. I had a lot of you guys comment back that you'd like to see how I would draw Jasmine first, so here she is. If there's a Disney princess that you'd like to see how I would draw, leave that in the comment box below, and who knows, you might see her in an upcoming video. So thanks again so much for watching, and until next time, God bless you guys. Bye-bye.